Hi everybody, how are you? This is Attorney Charles Zavala from Zavala, Texas Law here in Houston, Texas. We do immigration, criminal, and small business law. Today we have a video regarding immigration law about the green card, or more specifically what's called the conditional green card. So let me give you a little background. If you are a green card holder, also known as LPR, legal permanent resident, it means you're allowed to stay and live in the country, right? You're not a citizen. They haven't granted you all those full rights yet, but you're kind of almost there. You have the option to become a citizen if you like. So the reason why it's called a green card, and excuse me, it's called a green card because it used to be given on a little kind of ID card that used to have like a greenish tint. Now it's kind of changed so it doesn't fit the word so much of a green card. But what happens is this. Let's pretend you have a Jack, which is from the USA, and then you have Penelope, which is from Spain, right? And you'll be able to see this in other videos we have about how to actually get a green card through marriage. But let's pretend you have Jack and Penelope. They get married. Penelope gets her green card. They are living in Houston, Texas, happy, willy-nilly, everything's good. So when they give Penelope her green card, it's going to be a conditional green card, most likely. So normally the green card lasts for 10 years, which is easy. Picture it just kind of like your driver's license. Every X amount of years you have to renew it. So the green card is every 10 years you have to renew it, except if you get the conditional green card. And the conditional green card they usually give to new marriages because they want to make sure that you're going to stay married, right? Because there's a lot of immigration fraud, right? We don't have to be seeing everything to know that. So usually what happens is immigration says, listen, we'll give you this green card, but instead of it being valid for 10 years, it's only valid for 2 years. So at first you may be like, oh, well, that's not fair. I want it to be for 10 years. Cool, cool, cool. So all you have to do is this. After those 2 years are up, you just have to submit another form. It's called the I-751 form. And all it's saying is, hey, government, could you please remove the conditions on my green card and give me a 10-year green card? Simple as that. But government's going to be like, okay, yeah, we'll do it. But prove it to us that you're still with this person, right? I want Jack in this situation. You have Jack and Penelope. Jack needs to also sign the form saying, yeah, me and Penelope are still good. Everything's good. We have to, and then you also have to prove it, So if since then you all had babies, bought new houses, things that couples do. Because immigration is always going to be looking at everything with a little bit of suspicion because there is fraud done all the time. So when your 2 years is coming up, we here at Zavala, Texas Law, we usually try to get people to apply close to 90 days because you don't know how long it's going to take the processing. And then you don't want to send it too far ahead because they'll just return it. And if you send it too close to the deadline, they may not approve it. So, that's always kind of a preference. But we try to do it with 90 days because that gives us enough time on our end. So what will happen, like this example we gave you, we have Jack or John, I don't remember. Jack or John and Penelope get married. She gets her 2-year conditional green card. After those 2 years are up, we get an I-751 paper. Jack signs it, says, hey, I am still happily married to Penelope. Everything is good. Penelope signs it. We put all those documents that they're going to want to see. We send it off to them. Immigration has 2 things they can do. Remember, they could either say, oh, okay, we approve this, and then they'll send Penelope her 10-year green card, which is fantastic. Or 2, they're going to say, we want a little bit more evidence because something doesn't pass the muster. So those are really your 2 options that are going to happen when you need to remove the conditions of your green card. And if you do get a green card and it's for 2 years, don't think that the government thinks you're doing fraud, or don't get scared, don't get panicked. It's pretty common. Because all they're saying is, listen, it's like the driving permit, right? Remember how before we all started driving, we had a permit for X amount of time, and then we can graduate to a driver's license? Kind of the same thing with a conditional green card. They'll give it to you, and then if after 2 years you've met all the conditions, you're still married to your spouse, everything is good. And that's really it when it comes to the conditional green card. It's very important because everyone who gets a green card most likely will have to do it, and you don't want to mess it up. So that's why we help a lot of people to get their conditional green cards, and you only have to do it once, because once you take those conditions off and you get the 10-year green card, that's yours. The next one is going to be 10 years, next one's going to be 10 years. You don't have to worry about the 2 years anymore. We're going to make also another video about removing the conditions in this. Because what if Penelope and Jack got divorced, right? Jack's not going to want to sign those papers anymore, right? But there is a way to still get your conditions removed, even after a divorce, after, let's say Jack died, right? He's not going to be able to sign those papers. There are certain exceptions for certain situations, and we're actually making another video about that, explaining that. So if you have conditions on your green card, feel free to give us a call here at Zavala, Texas Law. We are more than happy to help you. Our phone number is 832-819-3723. If you like this video, feel free to thumbs up, share, whatever you can. We're here to help you, okay? So if you need anything, please give us a call. Thank you. Have a good day.